Hello everyone and welcome to episode 18 of AR Fitness and Athletics. What if I told you I am not in the mood to do an episode today? Well, we end up with no episode. What happens if you're not in the mood to take your prescription medicine? Do you not take it? What happens if you're in the mood for Greek food but there's no place close by? Do you not eat? Today's episode is all about how we deal with our mood. So let's get to work. Today's episode was inspired by a sequence of events that happened last week that I want to share with you. I got home a little earlier than normal, and a little while after that, my wife got home. She had gone to the gym. Well, she walked in and she said, I really wasn't feeling today. I didn't want to go to the gym, but I dragged myself there and I feel great now. I'm so glad I did it. Great. It was only a couple of days later. We had a hard week of work and we actually took a couple of extra rest days. We're still working hard, but Adamo decided he was going to go to the gym. So he went to the gym, he got back, and surprisingly he said, you know what? I had to drag myself there today. I really didn't feel like going. But I did, and I feel so much better now. That was a little aha. Well, it was only a couple of days after that, my sister-in-law calls me and says, you know what? You're the only one who will appreciate this. I went to the gym today. I didn't feel like going, but I went to the gym, and it's been a long time, and I did it. So I asked, well, how does that make you feel? And she said, I feel so much better now. Well, that was a little bit too much for it just to be coincidence. The fact of the matter is this. Your mood does not affect you physically to the degree that we would think. You can be in a bad mood, but your strength is still there. Your speed is still there. Your physical being is still there. You can also be in a very good mood, but you can be very tired. So even though you're in a good mood, might not be the time to train because you had a hard day at work. Might be sad. Maybe that's why you're happy because you had a great day of work and you got a lot done, but you're tired. So mood is not a good indicator of our ability to perform. This is why I want to bring you this episode. Many times, probably too many times, we use the line, I'm not in the mood, I'm not going to go in the gym. But I just demonstrated to you what happens. It's just a matter of taking those steps to get to there. Not necessarily the gym, but to whatever activity you're going to do. Dance, sports, could be the gym, whatever your chosen activity is. So you don't have to wait to be in the mood. And many, many times, if not almost always, once you've done your activity, you feel much better. Well, that has everything to do with biology and physiology and with the release of chemicals in your body that make you feel better. That's very detailed. We don't have to get into that right now, but in a nutshell, that's what happens. So let's not get caught up with whether we're in the mood to do an activity or not. We have our plan, we have our activity, and there are going to be days where it just can't happen, and we know that. It could be because you have too much to do. It could be because you are up late and you are physically tired. But not being in the mood, well, that's an excuse that we want to maybe cave into once, twice a year. But it's not something that we want to drive ourselves with. Waiting to be in the mood is just not effective. And it's not realistic either. As I said, you cannot be in the mood, get to your activity, and all of a sudden, a little bit of talk with a friend, a little bit of communication, a nice warm-up, and all of a sudden you're off and running. So that's why I want to bring you today's episode and that little bit tidbit on what happened in last week, because it reminded me that we can still achieve, we can still do things whether we're in the mood or not. We have our plan, we have our program. That's the important part. Sticking to the routine, telling ourselves that we're doing it for our own good. As I said, you're not going to skip your medication because you're not in the mood, because it's for the better. You're not going to skip your meal because it's not what you like, because it's for the better. You need the nutrition. Physical activity is very much in the same league. You can't skip it because you're not in the mood. It's to make you better, and this is what we need to do. So I hope you think on that a little while, and I hope that puts you in a better mood, and maybe you'll get yourself to your activity regardless of your mood next time. I hope you have a great day, enjoy, and we'll see you next time.